We're surrounded by all this brilliant engineering we never even see, especially in our cars. Seriously. Hidden behind all the panels and trim are just countless innovations designed to keep us safe. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one really clever device that solves a safety problem you probably didn't even know you had. Just think about it for a sec. You're in a car, you get hit from the side. There's this very specific, kind of dangerous space right next to your head. Yeah, the seatbelt tightens up, airbags inflate, but what's actually stopping your head from hitting the window frame or the glass itself? Well, that exact question is what led to the invention we're going to explore today. Okay, so let's dive right into the problem itself. Because before we can really appreciate the solution, we have to understand the precise danger these inventors were trying to fix. And it all comes down to that critical, unprotected space right next to the window. And look, this isn't just about the glass shattering. The frame of the window and the door, that's a hard surface, and it's right there. Now, standard airbags are fantastic, don't get me wrong, but they don't always cover this specific zone perfectly, and that leaves a pretty serious gap in our safety net. Now, what's so cool here is that we're looking directly at the inventor's thought process. I mean, these are diagrams from the actual patent, figures 18 and 19, and they show exactly what was worrying them. You can see the occupant's head, they labeled it A, just perilously close to the door frame. So this isn't some theoretical risk. It's the specific documented problem they engineered a solution for. So the problem is clear, right? How do you solve it? Well, the answer isn't just stuffing in another airbag. It's something smarter, something way more integrated. It's a shield, and it's hidden right inside the door. And this is the really elegant part. Just like all the best safety features, you would never ever know it was there. It's not blocking your view, it doesn't change how the car looks on the inside, it just waits, ready to deploy in a fraction of a second. And here it is, the Occupant Restraining Device. The most important two words in that patent description, shielding member. This is key. An airbag inflates to cushion you, right? This thing deploys to create a physical barrier, a shield, right where that dangerous gap exists. It's a whole different approach. So how does this hidden shield actually work? All right, let's break down its parts and see the play-by-play of what happens during a collision, because this is where the really clever mechanical bits come in. It's really a simple three-step sequence. First, the device is just sitting there concealed inside the door, hidden by what the patent calls a garnish, which is basically just the interior trim. Then, upon impact, the whole system activates. And finally, boom, the shielding member is released with incredible speed, creating that protective barrier across the window opening. So everything really hinges on this shielding member. The best way to think of it is like a high-strength protective curtain that just instantly covers that danger zone we saw in the diagrams. It's the physical barrier that protects you, and it is absolutely the star of the show. Of course, that shield is totally useless if it can't deploy in a split second. The patent uses this wonderfully mechanical term for the trigger system, the let-off means. I love that. This is the collection of springs and gears that's responsible for releasing that shield with all the force and speed it needs. It's the powerful little engine driving the whole device. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, the inside of a car door is already jam-packed with stuff. You've got speakers, window motors, other airbags. So how on earth do you fit something new in there without messing everything else up? That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, a new safety system is great, but not if it interferes with the ones that are already there. But what's so cool is that the inventors designed this thing with that exact problem in mind. And this table just illustrates it perfectly. So the occupant restraining device, which they call S1, it's designed to live in the doorframe, but a traditional airbag module, or ABM, that's usually in the pillar next to the windshield or in the side of the seat. One deploys to shield the window opening, the other deploys to cushion you. They have different jobs in different but totally complementary locations. And here is the proof, word for word, right from the patent itself. The inventors explicitly say that their device can be mounted with a traditional airbag without any problem. So this wasn't some happy accident that they fit together. Coexistence was a fundamental part of the design from day one. Really smart. So we've seen the problem, we've seen the clever mechanical solution, and we've seen how it integrates with everything else. So now let's kind of zoom out and just look at this invention for what it is at its core. A brilliant idea, documented and protected. And this is its official name tag, US Patent 7390017B2. Every single drawing, every component we've talked about, it's all captured right here. It was filed way back in 2005 as a formal record of a life-saving idea. The patent was officially granted on June 24, 2008, giving credit to the inventors Michio Inoue and his team. And while it's a fascinating device on its own, it's also just a perfect example of this relentless, invisible evolution of car safety. Every single patent like this is one more step towards making the road safer for all of us. It really makes you wonder, right? Engineers out there are already solving safety problems we don't even know exist yet. This device was thought up years ago just to protect us from a window frame. So the next time you get in a car, just take a second to consider all the invisible engineering, all the hidden genius that's riding right along with you.